Oh, goodies. Look at all these goodies. Zodiac. Ooh, SF Johan. Maybe want one of them. Towels, gloves, nope. Always nice to find goodies when you load your character up. But I don't think we want any of it, so start off by putting everything in the bin. And we have blood shards to spend as well. What are we rolling for? We're rolling for the etch sigil, aren't we? Etch sigil. And we've had no luck. But if at first you don't succeed, try again. Right, I guess we probably want to go and do some bounties again, don't we? Do I have that saved as gems? Was it gems? Yeah. Yeah. Guess let's go. We'll try this. Kill the butcher again. Let's give this a try. We'll see if we can't. See if we can't get these gem plans. Start off with some double bounties. And where did we get to yesterday? Did we get up to 90? I think it was 90, wasn't it? So maybe try a couple of levels past that. Get some keys, do some gems. Push on through. Gotta use and abuse the double bounties. We'll just stick with Act 1, I think. It's the easiest set to do. So fastest, we just want the plans. Couldn't care less about doing any reforges. We'll make our way with what we get given. But we may as well get a bit of gold whilst we're doing this. Average band would be handy, but we're going to make do without. Been super lazy. Awesome. One done. Couple of bullets gold. Yummy yummy. And whiz on to the next one. Yeah, an upgrade or two would be nice today. Don't think I suppose we did get the commencing elements yesterday, so I don't know, not too bad. Awesome, another one done. Yeah, dear, this one's always a pain in the ass. Kill 100 monsters in this little map. Go over here in the corner. tell you, let's go kill the thing with the yellow arrow first, and then head back down here. That seems a sensible way of doing it. I mean, how much running around we have to do trying to get the last couple of enemies. Yeah, hopefully not too bad. Oh, don't want to. We'll let that portal cast some stuff for us to kill. That'll be handy. Melt that guy. Ooh, cursed chest. We might as well take that. Extra stuff to kill. Easy peasy. Gems, gold, job's good'n. It's just another 30 more. No problemo. Awesome. Go here, then go kill the butcher. Enter the cave of the Moon Clan and clear level 2. Ooh, pool of reflection. I'll take that. Hey, Knight, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, loosely GR100, I think, is kind of where I wanted to get. We did 90 yesterday, so we're not a bazillion miles away. So yeah, we're gonna do these bounties, get the gem plans. I'm not really interested in reforging stuff. We'll take what we get given. I think if we can get the Crimson's plans, I might craft some of them up because I think they'd be helpful for hardcore. And then once we've got a nice pair of Crimsons, if we've got anything left over, I guess we'll re-roll a wand. But yeah, GR100 I think should be doable with the Hydra. But we'll see. We'll see. We've got all my characters need a little bit of love, but yeah, I don't know. I think 100 on hardcore. I think that's a fairly solid effort. Be quite pleased with that. A couple of close escapes, but on the whole, it's been okay so far. Ran out Forgotten Souls, man. That feels bad, doesn't it? It's that's one of the effects of the double bounties, isn't it? Because you can just reforge so much stuff. It's actually quite expensive, isn't it? 50 souls. It's pretty easy to roll. Like I've worked out my Seder, which I desperately need a load of rerolls for. I can probably only do about, I don't know, another 20 or 30, and then after that we're gonna go do some more rifting. So I don't know. I might not quite get that where I wanted to. I mean, I could just hammer a bunch of rifts, I guess, but 10k to start. Yeah, they go fast, don't they? 50. It's super easy to do 20, 30 reforges and not kind of get anything better. You know, it's easy to do 40 if like if you've got decent pieces, but you're just looking for that, you know, improvement. It is super easy to do like 30 or 40 on one piece and miss it. And yeah, the 50 souls per bang does add up pretty quick. I think it's why, like, primals, you should probably get like about 100 Forgotten Souls. Give people enough to do, like, I don't know, a good few. No primals, man, that feels bad. Yeah, the cube normally spits out one a season for me in reforging. I don't think I've had one this season, but I probably haven't done too much of it. But it's just such a low chance, isn't it? You kind of, I don't know. It's nice. I like the Red Beam of Dream. I like the Primal Chase. I like the Primal Chat, obviously. But it is super rare. It's very, very, very difficult to get them. You know, what is it through the cube? About 1 in 400. So 400 upgrades. That's an awful lot of bounty mats. So that's like, what is that? Hate to think how many Forgotten Souls. It's about 20k. and that's like just to get one. So you could have bad luck and it could take you like 40k. Even if you do get a prime one, it could still drop and be wretched. So right, so we're just gonna swap off onto something a little tougher just to make sure we don't die. Ancient, flavour of time, double crit. Ooh, but physical instead of cold, bummer. Still double crit though. That's quite tasty. Where are we going? We wanna change our outfit. We'll just stick this one on, and then I guess just to be super duper safe. Don't really want to brick the character. Right, so let's get Hydras down. There we go, we should be fine. Alright, and fingers crossed we get what we need. But we shall see. Hey Squeaks, I'm doing good, buddy. How are you? Ended up doing a bit of work this morning. I wasn't kind of expecting to do. So I had a busy morning, but yeah, it's been good. It's good fun. And going out for a curry, going out for my first meal. I think, well, when we went on holiday away to the lakes, took the family to Pizza Express, so we went there. But other than that, this is going to be my first meal with friends in like, I don't know, 6.5 months tonight. So really looking forward to that. There we go, Crimsons, nice, happy days, and flawless topaz. Right, let's bang that in there. Just double check. Combined gems. Diamond, no, we want all. So we've got amethyst done, diamond done, emerald we still don't have, and we still don't have ruby. One more set. One more set. We give up what, 10% crit damage? I guess we'll have a look at this stuff. I do it for the laugh. Okay, right. Whirlwind Barb, nice. Yeah, a primal flavour of time with good rolls. Obviously greatly appreciated on any class, but yeah, Whirlwind. Always a goodie, fan favourite. If you had Beef Wellington. Beef Wellington, yeah, it's good. Good. Yeah, good bit of beef. And yeah, nice Wellington, flavoursome. This is the thing about talking about food, you always get hungry even though like literally just eating my lunch, which is quite funny. Right, should we have a little go at these? We've got about 17, so let's just do them one at a time, see if we can get something good. Nope. That's possibly okay. We'd obviously prefer ancient now. What have we got? Those boots are okay, so I guess we'll try pants. Some Crimson's pants. 15. Let's see what we're gonna get. Invit Ulres. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll keep them. Ancient, that'll do. Let's go back to belt, and then we'll have a few stabs at this. So invit armor, that's okay. Invit armor. Leap Quake Barb, nice. Definitely personal favourite of mine, that. Really like that build. Just visually very good to look at, like flattening stuff, so that's nice. And then Hardcore Lashing Tailcock. It's been absolute time since I've played LTK. That's again, that's something that hopefully Speaker might get a bit of love, might get a buff. Right, so we've got 7 more bangs at this. And I guess that means we probably want to keep a couple, want to keep like, I don't know, maybe we want to keep them back, don't we, for the extractions into the cube. Right, what have we got? Invit life percent armor, I guess is probably what we want, so I guess it's that one, isn't it? 417, 419. Yeah. Guess we'll keep these two. Get rid of the rest. So we want sockets for this. I'm hoping this should make us a bit tankier as well. I'm hoping. Let's get rid of the shock pulse. Don't want any shock pulse damage. Nice 115 with the whirlwind barb. Yeah, it's pretty powerful build, isn't it? Right, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna do this. Then we're gonna. In fact, to tell you what, let's just do push. Stick the push on, and then go for remove that. Stick them in there. We'll go for that, and then we're gonna need to stick the Typhon gloves on. Wherever they are, they're in here somewhere. That's the puppies. So we'll do that for the push. It won't do probably as much damage because we've got no real cooldown. Cooldown's 26%, but it does offer the extra toughness. So maybe we'll try that. We'll see if we like it. If we don't, we can always go back to how it was. Right, can't salvage anything there. My head's all over the shop today. All over the place. Three months per league. Normally, yeah, it's normally three months per season, but this one's going to be a couple of weeks longer because they're going to start doing a longer like patch cycle for PTR. So let's just try 90 with this, I guess, and see how it feels compared to the last one. Yeah, so I guess in another couple of weeks we'll get the announcement for PTR, but this season should have finished like let's see, mid-September, so I guess it's going to be more towards the end of that. So end of September I guess it would finish. 8 level 115 gems to augment. Nice. Hey Philip, how you doing? I did get it, buddy. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet though. I've ended up getting quite a bit of work to do today, which I wasn't anticipating getting, so I've been a bit swamped today. But yeah, I have got it, so I will have a look see at it. But yeah, received A-OK. So the extra GRs, it's about 17% extra damage you need to jump 1 level, so it's not like exact, but if you take your main stat figure and add on 17%, then that's kind of where you'd need to be. So if you've got like 10k in strength, then you need another like 1,700. If you've got 20k, you need another 3,400-ish. I think that's where kind of like the augmenting, obviously you need to do it to get like to the super end game, but it's actually a bit of a kind of diminishing returns, as in like by the time you've added on like, I don't know, 10 hundreds, you're not getting like a massive amount extra onto your character after that. But obviously every little kind of helps, and you add your paragon and you add your better gear and stuff. But it all comes together obviously in one big calculation, doesn't it? So, you know, perfect gear is probably just as important as a load of paragon juice and augment juice. Yeah, you have to kind of like, you know, it's like it's just a kind of perfecting a build just takes a long time, doesn't it? and the more you play, the higher orgs you go for. Obviously, the more you play in the game, the more Paragon you have, the more you play in the game, and just, you know, it's like the never-ending slot machine, isn't it? The more you try with stuff, the better pieces you find, and then eventually you find, you know, double crit everything, perfect cooldown, all that kind of stuff. So I guess we could swap the gem in the helm, couldn't we, to a cooldown gem. That'd give us another like 10-15% DPS. But the RCR's chipping in with some pretty tasty damage reduction, to be honest. Don't know. It's probably better to be a little cautious, isn't it? We've only got 10 more rifts to go, and then we've reached the target. So I don't know. Maybe we could just get the main gems up, like the legendary gems, and get the gems in the gear up, and we might find some. I don't know. We might find some stuff whilst we're going. So we might not be miles away actually. Just at some point, possibly, we're going to have to swap over to Stricken. Yeah, I think once we've done a couple of the characters up to the seasonal goal where I want to get them, I'll probably then start mopping up the season journey and start prepping for PTR, I guess. And trying to make sure I've got hundreds of keys. Hey King, how you doing, buddy? So you stream as well? Is it Diablo 3? Is my volume too low on my mic? I could just be mumbly today. Always a possibility. Or do you mean you're turning the volume down, checking chat out? Right, so which way is it? Yeah, I think, I don't know, a couple of augments somewhere for this. I don't think we'll struggle to do 100. It's like you look at it and you'd be like, look at this and going, well, we've got the deeps to do like 95, I'd say, fairly comfortably. And then you've only got to add like 5 levels, and that's pretty much handled, I guess, by a high multiplier ancient wand and a better source would probably box most of that off. So yeah, maybe not far away at all. GR 130, nice. Well, still got plenty of time, buddy. Feels bad. Half of my friends list is gone due to ban wave. Oh, has there been ban waves? Oh, didn't know there'd been ban waves. Hi Rebecca, how you doing? Ooh, I wonder if anyone I play with has been banned. 5 hours ago. Eggman got banned live. Jesus, he's been banned before, hasn't he? Wow, that's painful. I'll have to check where I am on the boards then. Not on this account. I don't think I've got anywhere near with the DH. Wow. So what happened? Did it just kick him out of the game whilst he was streaming? Sorry, buddy, you're banned. Come on, there we go. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that delicious Carini bonus up for us. There we go. Mick too, thanks for the follow, buddy. Ando, how you doing? Nice. That's well, I suppose realistically you got to be happy with ban waves, haven't you? It's something that they, you know, really they should almost do them at staged intervals, shouldn't they? Like 2 weeks into the season, you know, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever. Rack's friends, bye bye. Ha! So everyone who's been hanging out with him's gone. Crikey! I'll have to go have a look at the forums. That's well, I mean, I suppose it's just one of those, isn't it? Botting is rampant. There's a lot of people who do it. Is that a death wish? Yeah, not very good though. Hey Cristobal, how you doing, buddy? Ban waves. Ooh, well, I don't know. Maybe some hardcore wizards have been kicked off. Probably not. Oh, that's interesting. I presume there will have been some necro clears removed, I guess. Necro's quite big on botting, isn't it? Ooh, I'm tempted to check that out now. Ban wave, cool. Did anybody else famous get banned? Or was it just the Eggman? Right, so let's just take these in ones because it's a bit silly, isn't it? We'll do these 3 keys and just see if we can get up a little higher. Eggman banned. So I presume it's just banned from like Blizzard. I presume Twitch haven't banned him, so was he going to go stream a different game now? Or just log in as a different one? 5k Paragon. I mean, I know Rax made it last season to 5k, but I mean it's an insane effort, isn't it? And that was, he only did it. There wasn't too long left in the season, was there? When Rax finally made it, it was quite near the end. Well, I suppose at the end of the day, you know the rules, but it's good, really, isn't it? Because the ban waves were really late last season, weren't they? Was it like 2 weeks from the end, something like that? So I'm pleased it's come a little earlier. I mean, I don't know. I wonder how many like legit players get scared off with that thing, as in like not scared of ban waves, but as in like they just think, what's the point? Like I know Fluff bails on the season quite a lot because he just thinks, well, what's the point? I'll never catch up because you've got people with like 23-hour uptime and stuff. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if they did actually do more ban waves, like 3-4 times across the course of a season. Or, you know, did them at like a 3-week point and just basically, you know, that's it. Get out of here. Get out of town. Wonder whether the game would be healthier for it. Don't know. Well, it does. I don't know. It does help me, I suppose. The necro was on the boards. I haven't checked for a little while. It might not be anymore. But yeah, maybe we've moved. But I suppose it's, you know, like just crazy uptime, isn't it? You know, you'd think even if you were going to do that, you'd maybe knock it down to just like 19 hours a day uptime or something that could become arguable rather than just blamming 23 or whatever. Nice, missing the news. This is way chiller to play with Crimson Cell. Ban waves. Oh dear. Well, I don't think I'll ever get banned. We'll keep trucking. We'll keep flying the flag. The casual players. God, imagine getting banned with 5k Paragon. mean, I suppose you've had your money's worth out of the season, haven't you? So when was this? Was this yesterday, was it? Or today? All tickets smashing Modern Warfare. Interesting. Yeah, probably won't impact hardcore for me on this character too much. You never know though. I don't know, do people bot in hardcore? Presume it's possible. I suppose if you lose your bot character, does it really matter? Just make another one. People bot in hardcore. Oh well, there you go. We might have moved up, gang. We'll see when we clear this. We'll see. What were we yesterday? It was like 500 and something. Wasn't too far off 500, like 550 maybe. So let's see, one extra rift level. Assuming we don't get squished, that is. Which is always a possibility. Yeah, it's weird. I've checked out streaming on YouTube, like for Diablo 3, because I thought, you know, maybe I could. I know some people don't do Twitch; they just want, you know, they were hoping I'd stream on YouTube. But if you look, when I looked at it before the season started, the only streams on there were like, it was some dude advertising a botting service. He was literally showing a bot run around on stream. It's absolutely crazy. Bounties and keys. Yeah, I mean, keys is like a massive advantage, isn't it? The more you play the game, the more you realise, you know, Paragon is one thing, and obviously it's an advantage, but the ability to like smash 1,000 keys is just huge, isn't it? So you save so much time. Instead of getting like halfway through a map and thinking, oh, I'm going to bail on this one. You just literally sit there and just keep going and keep going and keep going until you get your Fastron Woods or Battlefield start. Bossing keys whilst he's asleep. Oh dear. So I wonder how did they nab him then? Was it just the uptime? Just because he didn't? I mean, you know, obviously it's a temptation, isn't it? It's like, I suppose if you're streaming, people, you know, maybe they don't want to watch key farming. I don't know. I couldn't be bothered with the risk. Just the risk to reward ratio doesn't seem high enough for me. I'm not that bothered about a few places on the leaderboard. Yeah, okay, right, so they're always streaming but never key farming. Well, that's it. Kid's super thirsty on keys, isn't it? I mean, when I have group this season, I'll kind of take, you know, Rax's advice, like town is lava. So as in, like, if you're ever waiting for somebody, it's like, I'll go do some keys. I mean, T16's helped an awful lot back from when it used to be like T13, because like you get way more keys now. It's so much easier. Come on, Creeny. There we go. A 24-hour stream. God, that would wreck me. That would absolutely wreck. I'm not sure the wife and kids thank me if I tried that. $91. That didn't pop up. Did we already done 91? We should have popped up on the leaderboard then. Yeah, it was. There's been some weird things happening lately. Like I tried doing the challenge rift and it put me in last week's. Like I went and it had the picture of the barb. I clicked through to start it and it bumped me into last week's. Completed it and it's just like, yeah, you're not getting a bag for that, buddy. No chance. Right. and then there's something. It had a queue for the server when I came to play on. Hey Mix, thank you, very kind. Yeah, I'm hoping PTR is going to be pretty soon, and we can get back to pumping out some video guides because there's not really much happening at the moment. I was going to fill out some of the missing builds on the channel, but it just seems a bit kind of pointless, really. Nobody's, like, I did Blast Shield and nobody really wanted to watch it, so I may as well save it for when they make changes, I guess. 45 keys per hour. Yeah, well, that's it. You can smash through them really quickly, can't you? Any etch sigils? Nope, nope, nope. But yeah, that should have been my highest clear. So that should have got us on the boards. I don't think 500 people will have gone past us. Let's just have a little look. Leaderboards. Solo Wizard Hardcore. Yeah, so where were we? Tier 90. So we just did 91, hasn't it? So it hasn't pulled that through. Yeah, so we've moved up 30 places there. So that looks like about, I think about 30 places. Let's have a little look. 143. One of these 150s. Where am I up to with Seda? God, never getting on that. Oh no, that's not season. Seda season 107. What have I done? I think we're at 104, so that's cool. Necro. I think were we on 118? Look, see. Well, Ivy's through. Right, where are we? Filthy Casual. Should be somewhere around here. 700. I didn't keep an eye on it as to where we were. There we go. 682. So we might be safe with that. I want to do 120, really. Okay. Why is the leaderboard not updating? That's weird. We'll do 92, but if it's not going to pull it through to the leaderboard, then I guess we'll just do some gem ups. We don't want to be risking death if we're not even going to get rewarded with a place on the leaderboard. That is absolutely no good. Let's try 92. See if this will pop us on. If it doesn't pop us on, I'm going to see my arse and we'll go do some gem ups. Yeah, did you have this issue yesterday, Philip? Was it you? Did it ever catch up? Did it say? Did you get it fixed, or was that it? If you just, I don't know. It seems like the game's been really funky for the last couple of weeks. It's like it's taken ages for the characters to load in, like on my hero menu, which it never used to. And as I say, the challenge rift's been like buggy. Like it let me do last week's twice on one of the accounts. Wouldn't let me do it twice on this one. It's all a bit weird. Well, I mean, at least I've got mine recorded, so I can send it to Blizz. Yo, Blizz! Stick me on the leaderboards, man. That's so dumb. Guess we'll upload it. We can stick it with a ticket to Blizz. Hey guys, just cleared 92. Why aren't we on the leaderboard, yo? Restarted a few times with no luck. Yeah, I was wondering whether it might just catch up through, but is anyone else having any kind of server issues with the game? Have you all managed to do the Barbarian Challenge Rift? Because that's been effed up for me. Characters take ages to load. Well, never mind. Maybe we'll do 100, record it, send it to Blizz. Yeah, we'll get the leaderboards fixed. God DH benefiting from dual wielding? They do, but it gets divided by 2, so it's like, let's say you have 10% on both weapons, you only get 10% because it alternates each shot. So one weapon gets a 10% buff and then the other gets a 10% buff. So it's not like 10% on top of 10%. So the theory is that you're better off not taking the 10% because it's kind of like having 2 5% additive rolls. So it's better to take other stats. So area damage is fine, cooldown is fine. But yeah, you don't really want percent damage, you don't really want attack speed on your weapons. Yeah, there you go. Bax has got area damage on your weapons. First world problems. Well, yeah. I don't know. We're not too bothered. Like, it's for my own personal satisfaction clearing 100. If we do it, like, fairly quickly, I don't really know what to do with this. Whether we carry on pushing until we brick it and then go pick another class. We need to finish the 120 on Necro. I desperately need to sit down, work a pathway to get into 120 with that. Knives, thanks for the 2 months, buddy. I think you are officially my first resubber. I think we've had one more actually, maybe 2. So thank you, buddy. Greatly appreciated. Mine is at 177. Nice, that's good. I think mine's at like, my god, the H has got miserably low area damage. I still haven't pushed since the opening weekend. I haven't found an hour to sit down and go through all the gear bits that I've got. Missile dampening and form on the game bugged out. Yeah, the season themes. I wonder if they've tried to do something to fix that, and maybe in the background there's something going, or I don't know. It's weird. The challengers thing's bizarre. It's absolutely wild. Like the barbarian loads up, and I click on it, and it like takes me through to the necro one. It's very strange. Good knives. Well, you will be special, forever special to me, buddy. But yeah, interesting. Nitro fishing, percent weapon on both. Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's not bad. It is still giving you value. It's just not giving you the kind of value that maybe another stat would. You know, it's much, percent damage is much more useful than vitality probably. It's better than resource cost reduction. So you know, there are some things on there that you could get that would be worse. But I think the idea is that 5% damage over like a 24% area damage roll, it's better to take the AD. I might shoot for 2k next season. Might just stick to one account on regular mode, go for 2k there, and then maybe aim for like 1500 in hardcore. Don't know. Always think, yeah, I'll do loads this season. Playing 3 different accounts, and 4 I suppose if you include hardcore, probably isn't a smart move though. Yeah, so every other shot you'd be doing, it's, yeah, 10% less damage. Oh well, that's not mathematically quite right, but you get what I mean. But because it's only every other shot, it's kind of like 5%. Because you're only benefiting from it half the time. Oh, Carini, there we go. Definitely don't want to be dropping no Carini bonus. This guy's a bit of a pain in the arse. He's going to keep teleporting us and breaking our Taeguk and stuff. Cold, get melted. Perfect timing for the teleport. Come on guys, sit on him. Carini, there we go. Oh, there we go, 461. Top 500. Nice. Okay, cool. Well, it worked that time. I guess we can carry on. $2.3k Paragon. Nice, buddy. Good work. Some solid time there. Right, Taeguk, I guess. Let's take the Taeguk up. So we probably should be taking this up, shouldn't we? The DH has been a lot of fun. I've Etch Sigil. I've played it a bit. It kind of makes my hand hurt though, to be perfectly honest. So that's kind of why I've taken a little bit of time away from it. So what was that? I was 92. We're not far from 100 here, guys. And we could squeak that in for some extra toughness. So that's an option, isn't it? We've got 2 unities now. So we could do that. Let's which one do we want to keep? 5% crit or 5.5% crit? 15% elite damage. I guess we'll keep that. So let's give this one to Mr. Templar. There you go, buddy. And can't be bothered messing about with it. Swapping that over. Nice, 1800 Paragon for night. Again, good stuff, buddy. Good work. Ooh, lightning with a socket, maybe. Don't want pig sticker. Did use the season buff for 130. Yeah, well that's it. It's all a bit odd, isn't it, with the season buff and the mechanics. It's going to be quite interesting to see where everything is up to once it's gone away. I mean, you never know. We don't know what's going to be in store for next season, do we? So could be something equally as fun. Oh, hopefully something better, I guess. Actually, I suppose whilst we're hoping for stuff. I guess we'll try again. 167 stacks in the RG. Spawn the file. The file's so bad, isn't it? Just absolutely garbage tier. Right. Well, this is a good start. I think I can see why the season themes put some people off. You know, I wouldn't really have any complaints if somebody played primarily solo play and they wanted to leave because they just thought, I've got no chance of competing with the Paragon, the groups and gem levels that you can get with the season themes, like Wolf Crier as an example. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't, you know. As long as I'm somewhere on the leaderboard with at least one of the characters, that'll please me. I'll be perfectly happy with that, and you know, can only do what you can do. Snowball for the win. No, buddy, I'm on EU. EU. I would love to say I would start another account, but even for me, I think 3 separate accounts and 1 hardcore 4 times. I don't think I'll be going through the gearing process for a 5th time this season. But you know, long term, maybe it's something we'll consider. But we'll just have to sort of see. At some point, we're going to get a Rift Guardian that's going to cause us a problem. So I don't really know when to stop this kind of like little pushing process. So I think you have to log out night, and then yeah, you just choose what server you want. So yeah, you can just, if you want to hop on the American servers, by all means you can do. Just, you start with absolutely nothing now, so it's like you've bought a new copy of the game. So you won't have like the campaign beat, you won't have the cube, you won't be able to do the challenge rift, I think is how it works. So it's a lot of work. I have done that before start of the season without anything. It's you realise just what a massive impact the challenge rift bag makes. It's super slow. We could do a community day. Get some boosting up. I'd have to sort out an evening stream then, I guess, because there's probably not much point doing that at like this time of the day, because it's probably way too early, isn't it, in the States? Come on, eat your Rice Krispies, play a little D3 with Filthy. But yeah, we could do. I know Rax does that, doesn't he, for the EU peeps. Hey Sugar Pie, how you doing? The only way you're playing if someone gives you power level. So are you on NA and you need a power level? I'm sure somebody would be good enough to help you out. Okay, well, if anyone fancies helping somebody out with a power level, just you guys can jump in and sort that out. But yeah, doing the 1 to 70 with nothing, with no challenge with bag. Oh, it's painful. Painful. Again, it depends on your drops, doesn't it? If you get something good like this playthrough's just been ridiculous with the RNG. It's like if I could have written down on a piece of paper everything I'd want to drop, we'd pretty much got it all straight away. Doing good, another Monday. Just another manic Monday. Yeah, I don't mind Mondays. Don't mind any day. But I don't know. I suppose it's one of those, isn't it? It's like a weekly reset, isn't it? You start looking at all the stuff you've got to do again. Yeah, 93, buddy. Unfortunately, I can't up the stream quality for two reasons. One, I can't get the bitrate much higher because my internet sucks. Because I've got no cabling. Or the cabling we've got will only do 10 meg upload or 11 meg upload. That's like absolute max. And I think until I make partner, there's like Twitch basically will just give me like a bit rate of, I don't know, not very much anyway. But yeah, this is 93, buddy. We're doing okay. I wanted to get to 100, but it's looking super possible. But as I say, at some point we're just gonna switch to Discord streaming. Alright, let's get this Carini up. There we go. Thanks for the follow, buddy. Ooh. Let's pay attention. Let's not try and read chat messages whilst fighting Rift Guardians and hardcore. That's a bad idea. 433. Nice. There you go. Top 500, top half. Be a top half team. Cheers, Knight. Tomorrow's your birthday. Nice. YOLO GR100. Yeah, I don't know, what was that? That was 93. So get a nice map of that again. 98. Yeah, I mean, we might be able to just simply do it. Might just be a cakewalk. But yeah, toughness at some point will run out, won't it? Season perk. No, the season perk isn't very good. So you got these at the bottom of the screen here. It says Trials of Tempest. So every, like, is it minute? or 30 seconds, we get like an on-screen effect. So this little number here is the number of kills that you've made in the period. The more kills, the more powerful the effect is. You can't really control where they go. Some of them are quite powerful and will help you out, and some of them aren't. So, like, it's useful for mega pushing, because you can basically use it to kill the Rift Guardian. And other than that, it's probably not much use. There's some kind of mechanic you can do in groups where you pass the stacks over to each other, so you can be like ultra powerful. But I haven't really. I had a little try of that with somebody, but we couldn't get it working. We didn't have the I didn't have the requisite player skill. But yeah, to be honest, as a solo casual player, it probably feels a little bit underwhelming because it doesn't really seem to impact very much. But yeah, so at the moment we've got no kills, and I don't know. I mean, it helps out a little bit, but it's like ultra de minimis. It just really isn't doing very much. So the kills are going up now, and we've got 30 like odd seconds until it spawns. So for speed running and for key farming, it's pretty pointless, because you know, like, you obviously do this at a level where you can melt everything like instantly. So getting the kill streaks drop doesn't really help out too much. But there are certain builds that are really good at killing trash, like Death Naver on the Necromancer, and you can't actually kill the Rift Guardian normally with that build, but because of the season theme, you can like cheese your way to the end, because that build functions on like density mechanics. So there you go, those little twisters, these things here, this is the season theme. So as you can see, it's not really doing much damage. But sometimes if you get your stacks high enough, then you can use like the snowball to kill the Rift Guardian. I haven't done it myself, but I've watched Rudigio do it and stuff. So I think if you're like really good at the game and you put in a lot of time and effort and work out how to use it, it can be a decent buff. But for just kind of, you know, the way I play the game, it's probably not got much of an impact for me. Which, as I say, it feels a little disappointing, but I don't mind. You know, there are people who are getting an awful lot of use out of it. You know, like people have cleared 150 using it, so yeah, it has shaken the game up. It's caused a lot of lag in multiplayer though, which is a bit of an issue. So I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what's going to be around the corner for the next season. Hopefully, on a personal level, I'm hoping it's something I can use a bit more. But I don't mind. We'll play the game anyway. I just enjoy it. So if there's no season theme, I'd play every season still. So anything is a Brucey bonus, as we say. Do you like the Goblin season theme? They normally turn that on as like a little perk sometimes. They've turned on double bounty mats at the moment, but last season they turned on double goblins. I'm not a massive fan of that one, because it really doesn't do very much for me. It just means that if I see a goblin in a T16, then I get 2 of them. But yeah, not. Hey, there we go. Nightbot with the movie quote. So I didn't change that because nobody got the movie last stream. So yeah, name the movie without googling it, because that's cheating. We're not cheaters. How similar is season theme to 19? It was actually quite different, I think. Like season 19, the kill streak one, I could feel the power difference, like jumping on and off season. So that worked with giving you extra move speed. So you know, for speed rifting it was great because you got a little bit of a move speed buff. It wasn't amazing, it wasn't like god tier, but it was certainly useful. And the kill streaks, they had like a good punch to them. They you know, they did a bit of damage, so you could kill a Rift Guardian pretty quickly. Let's say I was doing like speed 90s on my barb, I'd noticed that they were much quicker on the season than off. And that was again the season theme. I think, did you get up to double damage? I think you got some damage modifier as well. So yeah, personally, the kill streak season I thought was much better than this one. It's a similar mechanic. It's very similar, but I think when they designed this one, they were a little wary that I think they've made the kill streak one too powerful. I don't think they wanted it to do that much damage, so they were trying to tone it down. But again, obviously, people are clever. People have kind of figured out how to use it to like maximum advantage this season. And last season, yeah, it was open cube. That's probably been my favourite. Again, playing the game at a very kind of casual level, it was very nice to just like pick whatever I wanted in the cube. And I do a lot of necromancer, and most of those builds are legacy of dreams, so they're already pretty flexible. But just opening up the cube just allowed for some interesting combos. So personally, I like seasons where you can play builds that you can't play off season. But yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, like I think the game should be different season and off season. You know, there should be something interesting for people to do. So either that's builds that you can play, or you know, maybe it is the kill streak mechanic, something like that. There's got to be something, and then obviously there should be a bit of a reward, shouldn't there? There should be like a little bit of carrot and stick, something to do. Uber Diablo. I think I did a lot of hardcore that season, so I didn't end up risking spawning it. But yeah, you know, stuff like that, little Easter eggs, it's good. You know, the little things sometimes make a big difference, don't they? I'll chuck this in. Probably won't use it, but right. Let's see if we can get ourselves a better orb. Yeah, the choosing the season themes, maybe at some point they'll do that. I think it's probably more likely that they'll cycle through them. So, you know, let's say for the sake of argument, D4's like 2 years away. At some point they'll get to a place with the game where they're quite happy with it, and I suspect you'll just get them flipped. So you just get them like on a rotation, like, you know, they do with the sets. So, you know, each season's going to be like, you know, it might be this Hydra set for the wizard with the kill streak season, and then so that's interesting. So we've got 5 sets, haven't we? How many season themes? I mean, you'd have to discount the first couple. I don't think double bounties would cut it, and I don't think double goblins would cut it. But yeah, they could just start with 5 good season themes and just flip them with the sets. That's a possibility. Nice, 10% damage to AD. Yeah, area damage is probably generally the best stat in the game, I think, for damage. Does an awful lot. The Legacy of Dreams, yeah, that was good, and I'm glad that they put that gem in the game. Yeah. Critical hit chance to area damage. Is it for mages? I mean, mages can proc area damage, I think. Season 22, the real money auction house. Yeah, probably not. Unity buff for season 22, doubling toughness. That'd be kind of nice. That would be, you know, everybody would get it, wouldn't they? I'm not sure if like just a single flat item like that anymore. Again, whether that would cut the mustard. I think somebody in chat had a good idea. It was like a season of well, I kind of adapted it, pinched it for a video that I desperately need to edit, but it's a season of green. So the idea is that all the green sets, the set weapons, the Compass Rose, Traveller's Pledge, Crowns, Crimsons, you just need one of them to make the bonus up. So it's kind of like having Rogue, but not. So it doesn't obviously apply to your main sets, but it just means that you could have like Focus and Restraint and Traveller's Pledge, Compass Rose, and the Crimsons. I mean, that might be crazy juice, but I don't know. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure mages can benefit from area damage. The thing, obviously, again, you've got no... area damage is a funny one because you've got no mechanism for grouping as a necro, really. So, on like a GG map, it's going to be way more important because obviously the more densely packed stuff is. Like, area damage doesn't have like a massive radius, but the more stuff you can get into an area, obviously the harder the stat works for you. So in a very specific circumstance, you know, like a really densely populated map, it's going to help a lot. But as I always say to people, you know, you can always roll it and roll it back. So you can roll it and try it, and you know, maybe keep an eye out for an equivalent piece with the area damage on. But in general, it's more beneficial. But again, you just need to bear in mind it's going to be harder to kill Rift Guardian. You know, if you go area damage, you'll get more progression through the Rift because your area damage procs will do more damage for you. But then the Guardian will be a harder fight because you've rolled off like crit chance and stuff. Obviously, some of the Guardians can spawn with minions, so you can proc area damage off them. So it is a little bit of a give and take kind of relationship, but you know, ultimately, if you want to just go as far as you can, then you know you're going to get onto the point of fishing. You're going to need all the area damage you can get. You're going to need to look for really densely populated maps, and hope for a Rift Guardian that can help you with some area damage as well, probably, I guess. Briggs Wrath does group, but it's quite a competitive slot, isn't it, for the rings? And you need a curse in, which I don't think you normally take a curse with the mages. What is it, Scythe of the Cycle? Scythe of the Cycle and Shadow Hook, normally, I think. So you've got to do a bit of jiggery pokery for it. But yeah, I mean, that's how the new set, a Wolfcry cleared 120 with it, and it's like, Wadiju did a really good video on it. So it was using that kind of thing. You had the Briggs Wrath, you suck stuff together. I mean, Briggs Wrath has got insane grouping. It would like suck all this stuff up here, like dump it into like an absolutely minuscule area, so you just get like huge area damage procs, absolutely massive. But again, you're back onto it. It's a bit of a difficult fight for the Rift Guardian. Get people into hardcore for the Unity buff. I think it would help. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think hardcore puts people off, doesn't it? The losing of the character. You know, it can be tough to take if you're only going to build one character a season. Again, I think it's easier to play hardcore if you have a bit more time. Again, it depends how invested you get and stuff, but you know, you just have to prepare that you're going to lose a character at some point. It's just an inevitability. You just have to take a few precautions to try and make it as painless as possible to get back up to kind of 17, similar level to where you were. But ultimately, it's just part of the deal, isn't it? But yeah, a Unity buff. But then, I don't know, you're basically just kind of making hardcore easier, aren't you? I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a bad idea, but I think maybe you'd maybe have to kind of pair it with something else, just to make it a bit spicier. I don't know. What does everyone else think? Would a season of Unity, would that cut the mustard? So your follower can obviously group stuff. So if you get the S of Johan on your follower, they can do that like suck mechanic there, and that'll group stuff up. It's not ideal for me because, you know, with us channeling and wanting to stand in one spot, we don't really want to have to reposition the Hydras or move. So again, I probably should take that off, but one of the guys who play with Ivy, he uses the S of Johan on his God DH, and he swears by it. He says it's much more damage than the Flavour of Time because it'll just go off and suck stuff together, and then he can really benefit from area damage. So I'm going to look out for one and give it a bit of a test and see how that goes. Right. 60 was the max. So area damage, no, area damage you can get pretty high. Quinn69's done a really good video on it. It's like, I guess 7 or 8 years old now, but he goes through the full explanation of it. I think I've done it as well, in a video called Do More Damage. But it's obviously it works on the number of enemies in like a tight space, so you can actually do way more damage with an area damage proc than you can with your initial hit, which is obviously why it's so effective. Yeah, followers can do grouping for you. But yeah, there's some fun stuff you can do with the Briggs Wrath. It's kind of funky watching it like drag the mobs about, but as I say, I'm not sure you can do it with mages without reworking it somehow. Well, this is getting harder, but touch wood. We've still been okay on the toughness front. I've got lost though. It's going to be down, is it? Ah, here we are. It was right here. Yeah, I guess I need to get a little quicker at jumping in these ocular circles as soon as they spawn, teleport over. Yeah, what's this, 94? Yeah, we can't quite do 100 at the moment, I don't think. Carini up. Definitely don't want that dropping off. Don't want that dropping off. This guy's a pain because he jumps around, isn't he? He does the Van Halen. We need this Carini. There we go. Yeah, not an ideal Rift Guardian for us, but looks like we should be okay. Jump around, jump up, and get down. How's that House of Pain? 427. Nice. Wonder what we'd need to guarantee a top 500 spec. 94 might do it. Might just about do it. Yes, we might be able to do. Might just be able to start speeding like 85, maybe. 94. Do one more. We'll do 95, and then we'll we'll back it off a little bit. Oh, another Ancient Unity. Nice. Halo of Arlese. Nice perfect 60 roll. What else was on there? Area damage. And the Wazishin Arm Guards. Let's stick them in there. Guess we'll keep both of those as well. Rest of that, don't really think we're interested in them. So yeah, we'll do 95 and then we'll work our way back up to 100. But I mean, you know, the Taeguk's rank 28, the Bane of the Trap's 26, so you've got quite a lot of gas to get on both of those. Ancient Weapon, another 10% crit chance on here, or crit damage, sorry. Ancient Source would help out a lot. We could get another, like what, another 300 main stat by upgrading the gems. Could maybe find some more ancient pieces. Can roll off that vitality roll for a bit more damage as well. So yeah, we can do this in the not too distant future, I think. And a hundo should should get us top half by the end of the season. I can't see that many people really sticking it out. Particularly if we're going to have ban waves. I think it's like 106, 107 for like top 100. I don't know, I'm not sure we could get there. But maybe. Maybe, baby. Never too early for pancakes. No, waffles. It's waffles, isn't it? Flapjacks. Just naming random foods at this point. Nice. We're not even Paragon 800 yet. Loads of gas. Loads to go. We've gone the wrong way. Yeah, I think the Crimsons has helped out a bunch. We're not, touch wood, haven't even procced the cheat death yet so far. We're losing a bit of health now. Occasionally. I mean, if we did drop the Carini, I guess we probably would just get one shot. But yeah, we'll call this at 195, I think. 195, 95, and then yeah, get the gems. Go do the gems, I think. And then we can definitely have a push up to 100, even if it balks the characters. So you get stunned and then blasted in the face. Ban waves. Well, I suppose they're not going to do. I'd be surprised if they do another one. So that'll probably be it for the season. But I suppose the complaint last season was it wasn't done early enough. So again, I suppose credit where it's due. They've done it earlier. You'd guess. I mean, there's probably what, another 4 weeks the season minimum, maybe even 6. Fatties. Do we want to stand in that? Quite possibly not. Need a exit strategy. Oh dear, I'm teleported. Cooldown palm, could go grab that. Ooh. It's starting to be a little bit riskier. We're not quite popping all this stuff super quick. But we've got the time, so We should be okay. Get a nice GG pile on at the end as well. Can we face tank 5 fatty explosions? Maybe. Probably not wise to find out. Up. Is it up? Yay. Normally get it wrong on this map. Alright, prop some hydras down. Hopefully this is last floor, and then I guess we work out what kind of level we can do in like 3 minutes, and we bust a bunch of them out. We're probably short on keys though again. Oh, that looks nice. Shield pylon. Take the edge off. Reflect damage. That's something to be wary of, I guess. Just kind of want to save the pylon just like the very end, and refresh those. Yes, standing in the Oculus ring, Philip will make anything hit harder. So you kind of want to get in him. I'm not doing an amazing job because like this is a bit of a trade-off because it takes like a second for the Death Wish and the Mantle of Channeling to kick in. Mantle of Channeling, Etch Sigil. Oh, look at this, GG's. Absolutely GG's power pylon. So I don't really want to move because those bonuses drop off when I reposition or teleport, they go. But again, it's just probably I just need to get a little better at hopping in them ASAP. So as soon as they come up, just jump in. That's a bummer. I was kind of hoping that would be the rift dump. Come on, Rift Guardian. There we go. So yeah, we should blast this guy pretty quick. Nice, no problemo. 385. Whoop whoop. So yeah, I suppose you get a GG map. It's I think maybe we could just about do 100. Right, so if you're using action pants, you still want to jump in them. You just want to do little circles in them. So you just kind of like want to go like this. Make sure you're in the circle. Just run around like this. So you still can get in them. But I mean, even if let's say you stood in there and stood still, it's still more damage because it's 80%, isn't it? Or 85%. There's like a multiplier, which I think hexing pants is, I don't know, probably a little bit more damage, isn't it? Oh, look at that, GG's 199. Nice. That's a little better, isn't it? So what do we want? Life percent off. It's a better crit as well. We could take cooldown. That's just flat damage, isn't it? So maybe we could do that, and then it's let's do that. Where are we? Convention of elements. I guess we'll stick this one in the cube. Have we done it already? No, we haven't. Extract, fill, bang. So that's push, so we'll save over that. And then what do we want? Gems. And then what do we want? We want that, and then we want where's the boon of the hoarder? Let's go get some keys, get some gems. Save. Right, in. The rest of that is junk, isn't it? Primal Blind Faith. Nice, that's usable. It activates your crispins for the necro. So you get like, is it 40% chance to blind? That's, you can use that with like, you know, Inarius, or you could even use it with the poison scythe if you wanted to. Probably not ideal because you kind of want to have a bit of control over when you activate your crispins, but again, as a casual player, I used it quite a lot. Let's get rid of this ring. How many keys? We've only got one key anyway. Yeah, I think the Blind Faith is a decent thing. You know, it's usable-ish. I'd be fairly happy to find one, I guess. So I wonder, we might almost be at the level where we can dump off these channeling items now for this. But yeah, there's a few builds that I've used the Blind Faith helmet, so to know, you just gotta thanks Orange Jesus. We'll take the primal. Go on and go find the next one. Oops. Oh yeah. Keep forgetting. We've got the gold wrap. We've got the boon of the order. We don't need to worry about standing in explosions. Just a hard mentality shift from doing rifts to keep farming on hardcore. Obviously on softcore you can just be totally blasé about it. Doesn't matter. Whereas here it's just like, if I cock this up, it's, you know, character over, kiss your GR100 goodbye, we'll have to level another wizard and then find all these set pieces again. That's probably what we should do, isn't it? We should be keeping any spare Hydra pieces. That's probably a sensible idea. Gobble up those goodies. Rod Butter, thanks for the follow, buddy. Do. Yeah, I think what should we start a speed build at? I guess we could try 85, see what that's like. Just dump off the Ashnagars for Nems. Maybe try 80 first and try and work our way up. All in on mages, all or nothing. Okay, fair enough. Well, in that case, yeah, that's for the bin. If I can't talk you into something else, then yeah, not much use. I mean, I don't think the mages activate the secondary on it. Otherwise, it would be a, you know, it could be a choice. Just to get the super frequent Crispin activation, but I don't think they do. Mages, yeah. pet builds. I like pet builds. I was saying this yesterday, I think. Seem to gravitate towards them. Presume this way. Upsies. Upsies or left. I suppose it's nice if you found a build that you like playing. I personally found I have to switch things up, otherwise I do get a bit sick looking at the same thing. I don't know, maybe that's not quite the correct phraseology, but I find it easier. But more enjoyment if I swap round. Like delegating your fighting. Yeah, I'm partial to a good melee build. Just like, you know, stand in the middle of stuff, tank class, whacking away. But yeah, pet builds I do like. And that's what I probably enjoy Witch Doctor a bit more than most players do. Again, I think the pet aspect of it. I think a lot of people don't really take to that class. It seems like from making videos and stuff that it's probably the least popular. Again, like Mundanuga obviously shows that it can be. If what they make is amazing, then people will play it. But in general, I guess there's probably not too much Witch Doctor love. It's probably the least popular, I guess. But Gargs are fun. I think like having an army of monsters and, you know, an army of undead stuff, it's cool. Like even this, like these Hydras, quite like them. Look at all those gems. Hang on, don't want to die, porting back to town, that's no good. Mage's Helm. I guess we could, if it was nice, we could switch that and the Broken Crown around. Not that we necessarily need to. I guess let's stick... probably should be keeping an eye out for anything with like crazy level reduce requirement on it. Just stick it in there. Again, just in case we have a whoopsie. But I guess with 700 Paragon, a Legacy Dreams gem, we should be okay. Even if we do cock it up. Right, so let's stick the push build back on, and then I guess if we just basically swap it for Nems, and we'll just have to kind of sort of have a little look-see and see, start at 18, maybe work our way up and see how it does, see how fast it is. Because we kind of want to find something in the kind of 3-minute range. Guess we could possibly swap this off for Wormhole just for a bit more zip. And maybe... I don't know if we're going to proc this, are we? Because we're not going to lose much life. Guess we'll leave it. Let's try this. Let's see how this goes. It's a good start. We're losing life already. I mean, I guess we could just use the push build. Just not actually have the Nems. Tell you what, there we go. Helps if you turn on Storm Armor. I don't know. You know. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. Helps with 80% damage reduction. I was thinking that's a bit weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we will probably won't need any augments to get to 100. So it might just be best to do like 85s maybe. Do 5-minute rifts because we're only gonna go through this process once. Might as well collect up the Paragon points that are on offer. Bremer, has it been a month already? 2-month streak, thanks buddy. Yes it has, it has. But so I guess I've been streaming for five weeks or so now. I think it took a week to activate subs and stuff. Yeah, how you doing buddy? Nice. Oh, Condi for the win. Working away. So is that restricting your D3 playtime, is it, buddy? Or are you sneaking in some cheeky laptop time? Hey Abyss, how are you doing? How was your weekend? Anything fun? Gutted it's Monday or pumped for another week? Ha, nice. Well, I mean, it's how seasons go, isn't it? You know, it's only like the super dedicated players that will keep up like a consistent pace the whole way through. I've been thinking I want to kind of have a little try of maybe Last Epoch at some point. Come on, Carini. Why is it not working? There we go. Stupid damage reduction. So what was that? 4 minutes. It's not massively quick. I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll maybe just do 85s. Just go through them. Let's do Tagog. Yeah, I think I've learnt a lot from doing this stream this season. I think I'm gonna probably do a lot more metas. I think I'll probably jump in a bit earlier and yeah, get some group stuff set up, and maybe just not do as many accounts, because that's proved a little difficult. I haven't kind of like finished any of them to where I want to get them. But yeah, that's it, isn't it? Like jumping in with randos, you don't really know what you're gonna get, but you never know. You might meet someone who's on the same wavelength. Come on, where's this ancient etched sigil at? Right. I guess we'll do 85. See if we can survive with the NEMs on. I'll have to do it for the stash space to make YouTube videos. I've got like trying to keep like a copy of every item for every class, or like even something as simple and straightforward as NEMs. You've got like 3 different main stats and then all the different elements on them, so it's just crackers amount of stuff, even with like the max characters, and like trying to save some. So I've got one account for like dex, one for int and one for strength, and I don't know, I kind of still at this point looking for some items for the permanent collection, but I think next season I won't bother. I'll do 2 accounts next season. One will be core and one will be hardcore, and that'll be it. So we might still play some different classes, but it'd be interesting to. I'd like to know where I would have got to if I just played all the playtime on one account. Because I've got one at like, I guess about 1300 Paragon, one at like 1200, and then one at about 1000, and then this one on hardcore at like, you know, just shy of 700. Yeah, I think that's it. Like I think if I was just playing, I probably wouldn't have purchased the extra copies of the game. But it makes it quite difficult to make content. Like if you know, let's say you want to try something out after, like PTR is fine because you've got the vendor there, so you can grab whatever you want. But it seems as though there's generally more balance patches after PTR finishes. So if you need something, it's just handier to have it there with all the options on. Just saves me a lot of time. Just means that like week or 2 week period, which is normally super busy between PTR and season launch, it just means I've got access to a lot of items, so I don't have to look for too much. Again, I need to like hammer the double bounties on all 3 accounts just so that I've got the resources there for like, just in case I need them. But after that, I think next season should be a bit more chill. I can basically just do a little bit more of what I want to and not have to worry, which is nice. So looking forward to it. But we'll have to see what the changes are. Work out a plan. I think once we've had a little bit of a fiddle with the PTR, and hopefully speaking that gets announced like this week or next week, or at least for the date of when it'll be. Yeah, exciting. It's gonna be cool to see what does actually get buffed. Never mind, look, I've played load of Hydra on stream, and they'll buff that, and they'll buff Blast Shield as well. Be like, well, not really sure I want to play those again. But I don't know. I've mixed it up enough. I don't feel super burnt out on anything yet. Even the God DH, I've kind of been taking quite a few regular breaks from it. Yeah, the stash base is a crazy issue. It's just there's just not enough, particularly like with more and more items getting affixes and stuff. I presume, you know, you're gonna want to keep more stuff, aren't you? It's highly likely that they buff some items and add some stuff. So you know, if it's an item already in use, it's not too bad because you just replace your old one. So like Resist Volition Shoulders as an example for the Necromancer. You know, you throw your old ones away. That's fine. You know, you would occasionally use them. I did have a couple of pairs like Orged and with stats on, but like Flavour of Time, when they added the power to that, well, I don't think there's too many people who would have kept one. You know, so if they took like Sky Splitter or some other rando item which you normally just put straight in the bin, so here you go, it now has a power and it does something. You know, Stone of Jordan's another one. It's like you need loads of them. Loads of different Stones of Jordan. Come on, why is this damage? There we go. So yeah, stash base, it's a killer. So there you go, another 5 GR levels. It's only like a minute slower. Seems like a decent trade. I think they've all got multiple accounts, so I'll speak to Big Daddy Dan on Twitter occasionally. He's got 3 like me, I think. Bloodshed, I presume's got multiple. You know, yeah, you just have to. There's no, I can't really fathom a way around it. You mean you don't even have the character space, really? You know, you've got 7 classes in the game. I suppose one way around it is you could split up between servers, so you could do American server and Europe. That's one way of doing it. Should we do 750? We probably should just do the full 1,000 to vitality. Ah, we're out of gold. How are we out of gold? It's outrageous. Cost of these rifts, man. How many keys we got? So we need more gold find in our build. So I have to get on that. Running out of gold. That's even after doing some bounties with the Boon of the Hoarder in first thing. Never mind. Rubbish, wrong way. But yeah, if we get the other legendary gems up, then I guess maybe we can maybe have a little stab at trying to get to 100. Might not be a million miles away. Then that's something to aim for. Oops, don't want to be stood in that. So you need to keep the difference, Hardcore. You need to be a bit more cautious with the old teleports. He says completely just wasting it for no reason. But like, it's your get out of jail free card, isn't it? Barrett Jester, always use Boon of the Horde when key farming. Yeah, mandatory, buddy, but even with that, we don't have an average band, so we're not picking up all the gold from the rifts. Again, I just kind of can't be bothered doing a set of bounties. Maybe I should do. Maybe we should do some Act 3 bounties. Still need the max gem plans for the emerald, so we could do. Yeah, it depends on your gold find, on your gear. Really, that's like Boon of the Horde and Average Band do a lot of the heavy lifting, but it's the gold find's multiplicative. So if you can find a bit more gold finds, like we maybe don't need much. We maybe need 2 more rolls. We should be fine. But like I did 3 different accounts last season, and it was really funny because the monk just always had gold. And the other accounts would run out, but I just, as it's happened, had like 6 or 7 pieces of secondary gold find on. Hey Piffle, how you doing? Yeah, please don't squish me. But yeah, we'll load up the key farm build, have a little look, see how much GF we've got. Hey buddy, how you doing? Carol, how are we doing? We're just chilling. We've done, was it 95? So not a million miles away from the 100, which is kind of the target to get to. So we're just ranking up we've got Enforcer fairly high, like 96. So we're just doing the Trapped and the Teguk. And then once we've got them, I guess around a decent level, we'll probably, once we've got them up to like, I don't know, I guess 78, something like that, we'll just stick the push set on and crunch out some 90s until all the gems are at 90, and then just keep tweaking it up, I guess, from there. Yeah, Kimbo's gold necklace. Yeah, we can work it in. We've got Flavour of Time on, so, you know, it's double pounds is nice, but the double gold, yeah, that, you know, I mean, realistically, if you, it's like a balance, isn't it? If your gold exceeds your rifts, then your gold will go up, won't it? But obviously, if it's not, it diminishes. So I obviously need a bit more gold find. And let's hope that's the ancient Ed sigil we need. Trying hard not to work. I have a nice voice in the background, listen to. Thanks. No problemo, buddy. Oh, and a serpent spark. One of these. Come on, one of these is ancient. Come on, we've had how many etch sigils have we had now? About 15. We're owed. We're due. We're past due. The multiplier on that's pretty grim as well, isn't it? What is it? 250 to 300. No, both pants. Never mind. We shall keep looking. Battle on bravely. Oh, I'll tell you what, we needed a serpent sparkle for the cube. Right. Let's go. How many keys are we on? 2. Yeah, let's just do that again. One more, and we'll go get some gold. Maybe we could do a puzzle ring. We've got one. But yeah, Kimbo's gold. We need a serpent spark for the cube, so I need to remember not to salvage if we find one of them. I suppose if we did find a GG Death Wish, we could just like stick the current serpent spark in the cube. We haven't got another gift actually. Been stingy with the gifts. Don't even think we've got a spare. So even if we did find a GG weapon, we'd be stuck without a stat. Cool. See you later, Bard Jester. Primal Serpent Sparker. Your chances are better. There's more swords than there are wands, so a wand should be easier to come by. But primal. Yeah, we could do some primal luck. I mean, it'd be such a boost. But I think the 100 seems fairly doable, regardless. So I guess if we bust it out, maybe we'll have to do another. I don't know. Maybe do another goal. If we do get to 100, maybe I'll just upload this to YouTube, and then we'll say that's the series kind of done, 0 to GR 100, like a full playthrough. You know, off meta. It's not. This isn't like the. This is like probably arguably the weakest class in the game right now. Oh, here we go. Nice yellow in the corner. Drop another Hydra on him. But yeah, I still haven't found it, despite the super high playtime compared to what I normally do. I haven't really found many primals of much use. But you never know, maybe we're saving that luck up for next season. That's the way it works, right? I can't see anything. Season theme juice. Oops, frozen. Really snagged on something. D. Oh, Fezzy Woods. Yes, please. Every day of the week and twice on a Sunday. Nice. So Carol, you've got some shared stuff. Yeah, it is kind of good. Like a COE is like the best one. Again though, like if you augment it up, it's pretty much then just going to stay on one class, isn't it? I don't know. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice. The if you find something like that can just go on across multiple ones, it is GG's. You're just like, yes, get in, back of the net. Good enough. Pardon me. Good enough for multiple classes. It's the dream. It's definitely the dream. Piffle, ancient squirts being shared. I'd say you gotta spread the love. Alright, do we get a nice juicy primal in this stuff? No. Never mind. Oh. Dex augment. Yeah, I mean any kind of intelligence based class, Dex augment's fine, isn't it? Bit of armor. It's not wasted. Right, let's have a look, see at this, and then we'll keep rolling for the Act Sigil. We'll get an ancient one at some point, or a decent rolled one. Guess we'll stick a Stone of Jordan in. The pleasing things about this is that I know at the end of the season I'm not going to have to go through the stash. I'm just going to leave it. Like Glastonbury, when you just leave your tent. Not that I've ever done that, but people do, don't they? Just wreck it and then leave it. There we go, come on. Multiplier's nice. Yeah, I think I like that one better. Slightly less APOC, but a little bit higher on the damage, much higher on the multiplier. Losing the max arcane power, so we could try it. Maybe give it a little test in the speed build, see what it's like. Do we want that? We'll hang on to it. Let's have a look, see. Electrocute damage. That's what we got. There we go. Nice. Nice. Okay, let's try that. Maybe an improvement. Yeah, int. I suppose you just don't get quite the same value, do you? Have you int? Let's do keys. We need keys, don't we? Let's take this off. Keys, equip, bang it on. Saying that, we don't need the extra damage for the keys, do we? Let's leave it there. So we're going to talk about gold farm, weren't we? What are we on? Gold find 18.5k. So I mean, I could roll some on the gloves. It seems a bit of a waste. But we're looking for better gloves anyway. Probably should re-roll that when we start pushing. I can re-roll that up to 15%. Yeah. Justice Lantern. We still got the Justice Lantern. We don't want that, do we? We've not even got the Flavour of Time. Is this what we were doing? No, I've put the wrong one on, haven't I? It's gems, it's not keys, it's this one. Right, let's have a look. Gold find. Worse, 13k. So that's why just don't have too much. Right. Did we pick up Akimbos? That's a good item to you. You could sub that in if we weren't looking for gems. That's 100%. Then you'd probably be absolutely fine after that. Yeah. No, doesn't look like we have one. That's something to keep an eye out for as well. And we still haven't maxed out the gold find Paragon yet either. So yeah, it'll get better, that problem. Hey Len, 5 weeks. Been streaming for 5 weeks, but I've been making YouTube videos for, oh gosh, 18 months, 2 years now. But yeah, still learning the basics of the streaming. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been good to talk to some people. None of my IRL buddies do video games at all. Actually, never mind. Don't do Diablo. But how about you? Does that little battery icon, do you stream? I need to go watch some other people stream. Go watch Racks occasionally. It's just super hard to fit in the time of watching other people and doing the job, all the IRL shit you've got to do, wife, kids, spending time with them, work, 40 matches. Don't know, lots to do. Twitch Turbo, nice. So you can pay and get rid of ads like YouTube Premium. Maxi bro, thank you very much, buddy. That's kind words, always appreciated. Okay, so are you streaming D3 Len? Is it Len or Leno? How have you found your first couple of weeks? Nice. Yeah, I think Diablo 3 is quite a nice chill game, isn't it, to stream and stuff. Thanks for the follow, Maxi. Maybe not quite as chill and hardcore, but again, it's I don't know. I'm trying to mix it up, do different classes, different builds. Just for ooh, Goblin Field, yay! Goblins. Come on, Primal, prime time. You know you've got one for me, guys. It's not amazing for clearing goblins, the Hydras. Come on. We're missing them. Come on. Is that it? Well, we'll take all the mats and the bazillion DBs. Probably need to start spending these DBs on upgrades, don't we? Wands, upgrade some wands. Lino. Yeah, I'd say reading people's usernames is probably the hardest thing. trying to make sure you get them right. And dabbled a bit in Diablo 3, find it quite hard to stream, bit of a noob. Wakfu. I haven't heard of that. Royal. Hi buddy, how you doing? Nice. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with streaming if you're newer to a game. Obviously, I suppose it makes it a bit harder to concentrate on it and stuff. But it's obviously it's like anything, isn't it? It's a bit of a skill to kind of get used to being able to play, to talk at the same time, to be able to read your chat messages and your notifications. But it's I don't know, 2-3 months of it, your brain will remap and you'll find you'll probably get way better at it. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Hoping in another 4 weeks it'll be like, oh yeah, I'm actually starting to find this a lot easier. Like playing an instrument, singing, yeah, exactly. It's just your brain's super good at building new pathways. You just have to keep kind of feeding it the stimulus. But yeah, it's exactly the same, isn't it? If you can sing and you can play the guitar, it's still a jump to do both at the same time. But obviously, like, you know, like juggling, like anything, the more you do it, the easier it gets. Goblins. We could take a stab at that sword, couldn't we? You never know. Probably not worth it. Probably inefficient. We'll do ones. If we find any, we'll start upgrading them in the cube. Is it abnormal streaming? Started Demon Hunter trying to get back into Impale Build. Can't remember what the set was called. Shadow. The Shadow set. I guess we'll save that amulet. Yeah, Shadow's normally the set with Impale, isn't it? Yeah, I'd say I chat less when you're pushing. It's a balance, isn't it? You got to shift some of your resources to actually pay attention to what's going on. Yeah, I mean it's a balance, because I think some people want a bit of chat, some people want to watch the higher end gameplay. It's, you know, there's different people want to come by stream for different reasons, I guess. Purple legs. Crikey, purple legs. You need to get the doctors for that, buddy. Right, let's. Oh, did we save the speed? I don't think we did we? Network. Let's get the NEMs back on. And then we had a better one of these, didn't we? So let's save that. Speed 85. Do I stream with parties? Sometimes, yeah. I've done groups. I'm not on this character because this is hardcore SSF, but on my other accounts, yeah, we've had people jump in. Cheers for the follow, Lino. You're saying I'm gonna die? I'm by no means a doctor, buddy. But if your legs are going purple, I'd say that would worry me. But SSF stands for solo self-found. It just basically means no playing with anybody else. So no help whatsoever. All on your own. All off your own bat. But yeah, I've done. We did. I think it was probably the second stream. People started asking to jump in. Then, you know, it was quite good fun learning how to group. So I think next season I'll probably spend more time doing grouping and metas, and then more time doing this. So I'll just I've played like 3 different accounts this season, so my playtime's been spread a little thinner than I'd like. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try and group up opening night, I think, just to like really hammer some progress in the first sort of weekend. Not many people playing Wizard. No, I put it to a vote on the community tab on my YouTube channel. What class do you want to see hardcore SSF? and this one, and I think that's probably just because it's the worst class, and people thought, oh, you know, let's we'll do that. But yeah, we've played a lot of Seder on stream, so Blast Shield, trying to see if we can get that on the leaderboards. So we're not too far off, we're about 3 or 4 GRs away, so touching distance. Done a lot of God DH at the start of the season. I've done some ZDH. When we group, I tend to take the support role, because most people who've been playing the DH all season have got like 1500 to 2.5k Paragon, so I don't have that kind of juice, so I just take the support role. And then Necro, we've done Poison Scythe and like a real mixed bag for the speed builds. Done a bit of Corpse Explosion, bit of Mages, a bit of Poison Scythe, Ice Scythe, and we're on the boards with the Necro, so I kind of want to get 120, I think, is my target. So we're at 118 at the moment, so there's not too much more to go on that. Barb's really good. Barb's a good class. I'd say my favourite class is Necro. I just kind of like the darkness, the almost like anti-hero aspect of it. And then I'd say probably second favourite class is probably Barb. But I like all of them. I'm quite happy I can play all the classes. Yeah, Necro fanboy, I guess. Yeah, it's a Necro is a fun class. It can be really squishy sometimes. Can be a bit difficult to play. Like Barb, I think, is just super easy. You just get your 80% damage reduction. You work it into every single build. It smooths out so much for you. Whereas it's a lot harder to find that kind of toughness as a Necro. $107 with a Wizard, 1 Augment Softcore, top 800. TH is 128 to get on the boards. Yeah, well, the reason Wizard is so low is because you can't group as a Wizard. There's no role that you can fill in a group. So what you'll find is that like Crusade is quite competitive because you can do RGK. So you'll get a lot of people will just play Crusade and they'll group. Barb is always really competitive to get onto because Z-Barb is so popular for grouping. Z-Monk is really popular for groups. Necro, you can do Z-Necro. You can do Poison Scythe for trash clear. So, you know, the reason Wizard is so low is because there's just, unless you are going to play it solo, hi, there's no reason to play the class. You know, if I started trying to get into a group, I wouldn't be able to keep up with the speed. It's too slow, and it's not going to do enough damage. So I guess that's probably why that'll be the easiest board to get on this season. Yeah, I think it does. It's the DH is mega competitive. Someone was saying there's been some ban waves though, so it's maybe going to get a little less competitive. But I think I'm just going to do 120. That's what I wanted to do before the season started. Didn't realise quite how powerful the God DH was, but I'm not minded to grind it terribly at this point. So I'll get that up to 120. Get the Necro up to 120. I kind of would like to do 110 with the Sade, but that does feel another 6 rifts. That feels a little far away because we do have some augments. So maybe. And I wanted 100 with this, so maybe we'll keep going. Maybe we'll just, and then I think we're done. Then we'll start prepping for PTR. Maybe keep on doing the hardcore streams just for a bit of fun. Maybe go play some Last Epoch. Don't know. It's hard to do. Meta trash clearer. Yeah, the game is different on console, isn't it? So there's a reason to play. I don't know. I never really grouped on consoles. I was too worried about jumping in and getting like Paragon boosted to like Paragon 7000. So I did a lot of Xbox, but you hear some horror stories of just having the game kind of ruined a little bit, and you do one rift and then you've got like an extra 2k Paragon. Yeah, I think purple Veers hasn't changed, and I look back at my videos from like a year ago, 2 years ago. Veers was always kind of around about top tier. It was pretty solid speed build, and it was good for pushing. It's just it hasn't been buffed, so other stuff's kind of gone past it. Right, keys. How many keys? 3. But I don't know. You'd have to say you'd guess that the wizard's going to get significant buffs in the next patch. I think it's not really great for the game if you've got one entire class that you can't really get into a group. That's bad. It needs addressing, it needs fixing. And if you look at the DH was kind of struggling, I guess. And it was the lowest performing solo class in the game, and they gave that quite a big buff this season. So you had the Impale getting the double damage mod, which obviously is quite a lot of juice, and then the new god set's just amazing. Which dye can help my purple leg? I don't know. Purple pants. Goes with the name, isn't Royal? Royal's purple, isn't it? Sign of royalty, purple colours. Maybe you should just embrace it. Roll with it. You gotta roll with it. It's blue. Blue purple? It's blue purple, Christ. Is blue royal colours? I thought it was purple. It's blue blood, isn't it? Was it Roman times? Purple used to be sign of... Was it emperors? Did they wear purple? Can't remember. I suppose you have royal blue, don't you? That's like a colour. Don't know. I make tons of stuff up. Stuff just pops in my head, and it pops back out again. So I'm saying you're a girl. Blue, purple. You can be a bloke and like purple. Nothing wrong with a bit of perps, a bit of purple. I had a mate called Purple Phil. I can't even tell you why he was called Purple Phil. Yeah, no shade on purple. Hey, the puns are flowing. Bad puns, they are flowing. Do. Ooh, nearly 700 Paragon. We're getting there. Just wondering what... Don't know. Kind of tempted to just try and shoot for 100, and then I can maybe upload it to YouTube and say that's it. We've gone 0 to GR 100, and that's the full playthrough. But I just don't know if we can make it. I suppose we could try. Just the risk of dying, isn't it? Could get close. Is this going to ban me or what.com? I can't remember. You might be added to regulars, Ivy, so you might be allowed to post links. I did put a few people on, so you might have special privileges, buddy. Yeah, I think whilst the stream's still pretty small, I think I'll just have to do it on an individual basis. Nice warpath quiz. Which mobs are good for progression? The yeah. There we go. Bad trash, not good trash. There's the I know some of them, don't know all of them. Has it got the answers at the end? Oh, there's the Kimbos. Kimbos, gold, gold, gold. Yeah, we're slowly improving the stream quality. It's about 6 months. Maybe it'll be closer to where I want it. Right, Kimbo's crit, nice. So we'll stick that in there. Just whatever, lash it in there. I suppose we did pick up a bit of juice with the old etch sigil, didn't we? Let's do it. Let's go for it. See how far we get. The resource didn't seem too bad on that, so let's do it. 97. Go for glory. What did we do last time? 95. Gives you the answer, I have to pick one. Cool, I shall do that later. That'll be useful to know as well. Quit it with the arcane lasers, buddy. There we go. Yeah, tongue lashes. Never mind. We should, well, yeah, we should be fine. It's just going to be toughness, isn't it, for this? Maybe. Stick that there. Look for Oculus. Oh dear. That's not looking good. Hydra's dying. Got a pylon though. Yeah, we might just be a little shy. A little short. Yeah, I don't know. Starting to get slightly worried. So it depends what the RNG at the end of the map's like. If we get a shield pylon or a conduit or power. I'm unstoppable. Not really. Can't remember. Does the cooldown do anything? Do I get anything? Even with crimsons, does it work? Do we get extra damage? I don't think we do. We'll pick it up anyway. Why not? More teleports. Possibly. Yeah, I'm not sure it does. I don't think it feeds into the crimsons. I don't think so. Ivy, do you know if you're wearing crimsons and you pick up a cooldown pylon? I don't think it makes any difference, does it? Doesn't give you extra damage and toughness. Do. Bernie Mac, thanks for the follow. I don't think they do. I'm not gonna check my stats. I'm too scared. I'm too scared of dying. Too late now. Well, yeah. I don't think they do, because it should be. You would imagine it's a very noticeable difference. Yeah, I remember testing it a lot when it first came out with the multi-shot DH, and I kind of concluded it didn't make a difference. Or if it did, it's like super slight. It's like maybe a little bit of additive. But like for this, it should make a big difference because we've got no cooldown. Which COE have I got on? Yeah, I got the one with cooldown. It's fine. Right. Maybe need to play this a bit smarter and not be standing in the middle of tons of stuff. Two lots of elemental. Pop both of those again. We could, if we do start struggling for toughness, we could swap out the spark flint for the diamond skin and have like a kind of on pop extra toughness. That's an option. Yeah. Pop pop. Yeah, I think we're not a million miles away from having the damage to do it. Maybe we could do, yeah. Maybe we could do a separate little video for it, possibly. If anyone who wants to watch it. Do the 4 episodes and then do the culmination video at the end. Channeling pile on BFF. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Some classes, some builds really benefit from them. Like necromancers used to absolutely love them. It's like you see one, you'd be like, thank God. I can now press Land of the Dead again, and probably press it as many times as I want. But obviously some. Oop, here we go. Here we go. We're losing health. Just jump out the way. That's not a good place to stand now, is it? We're on 99% progression though, so we should be spawning it, Rift Guardian by the door. Let's go over here so we can be chicken if we need. I guess let's just stand here and then we should be. Come on, over you come, Chief. That way we can just back off into the door if he just insta squishes us. Electrified is painful. Yep. Sure is. There you go, cold cycle gone. Hit him, hit him. Hit him. One more go cold maybe, or maybe two. It's annoying, won't stand still. Ooh, 322, don't die. Don't die standing in that stuff. Nice. I don't know. I think we possibly could just about squeeze out 100. It's going to be very stressful. Super stressful. If you're going for the trapped upgrade, because the Teguk we're not getting to teleporting around a little bit too much. It's 10 minutes left. I mean 5 minutes. 10-minute rift, 5 minutes left. Puzzle ring. We'll keep that. But yeah, I think let's put the speed 85 back on. I think what I'm going to do is we'll do another set of bounties at some point. Max up the gems. We'll tart all the rolls up, get them all perfect, and then I'll maybe do a clear video when we do the 100. Yeah, we'll maybe have to bring the sheet up before we click a channeling pylon next time. Have a little look-see. Yeah, 97. We'll bust the 100 out. No problemo. Let's just be patient. There's no rush. Let's keep the character alive. That did happen to me on softcore the other day. Killed the Rift Guardian and then something like fell on me. So yeah, we have managed to do that on stream, bright stream. Also, I lost the Rift Guardian early on in one of the first few streams, running around the map looking for him. That was chat had quite fun with that. Right, oh there he is. Templar's decking him. You go get him, Templar. Right, so if we kill all this stuff, then we can load up the sheet, can't we? Details. Oh, tell you what, let's clear it out first. Of course it would be succubus. Right, so cooldown's 33. I mean, this will change when I click on it, but I'm just not sure whether it is reflective. See, like, that should be a huge damage increase. Jumping from 30. If I die now, I'm going to be fucking pissed at myself. That should be a huge damage increase, shouldn't it? Going from like 30% to 80 should be absolutely loads. So I don't think it does. I'll just chill here for a little bit. Chill. But yeah, the extra that should be way more damage, shouldn't it? And it should be mega toughness as well. So I don't think that it does benefit from it. Nice. That would have been funny. How did you lose your hardcore character? I was just testing to see whether a channeling pylon gave you extra damage with the crimsons and stuff. Crikey. That would have been silly, wouldn't it? Right, in we jump. In we jump and off we go. Oh, that was exciting. So it's a buff. It's it goes up 50%. Your cooldown goes up loads, but the way crimsons work is you get more damage based on your cooldown reduction. So like the extra cooldown's not really very helpful for this build because the only thing we've got on cooldown is teleport, and we don't really want to be pressing teleport because we get more damage for standing still. So I was wondering whether the Crimson's set, if you click the pylon, if it just gave you the extra damage, because if you had, your damage is roughly speaking multiplied by your cooldown, I think. So if you had like 30% cooldown, that should be 30% extra damage. But with the pylon active, if it goes up to 83%, then that should be 83% extra damage, and there's no chance it's jumping from like 30 to 80. So it's still a buff. I'm just like a channeling pylon for this particular build. It doesn't really make much difference whether you click it or not. It's not super helpful. I was just wondering whether you did get any extra damage at all from it. I don't think you do, but I suppose the resource cost reduction's usable, isn't it? Just helps you a little bit, but again, it's not like it's something we're struggling with, so up we go this way. Jackal. Thanks, buddy. Ripped about 7 characters. Yeah, I'd say this Hydra set's very well suited to hardcore. The thing that's been bugging me is the storm armor. But other than that, it comes with 80% damage reduction built in, so that's kind of nice. We really started flying once we put this together. But yeah, still don't have too many nice pieces. But then I suppose it's something Paragon 700, isn't it? Yeah, that's the point, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what it should do. If you click the pylon, there's no chance. Like, if you look at what's happening on the screen, there's no chance the character's doing 3 times the damage after clicking a channeling pylon. Ah, I forgot the gem upgrade. So that's what should be happening. You should be getting a nice increase. It's not quite working out like that. The serpent sparker, the wand. Yeah, well, it'll drop eventually, buddy. You just need to keep hammering wands in the cube. Eventually, you'll get one. That's very usable. Physical skills. I don't know. We probably won't play any Lord. I kind of ruled it out. I don't have the patience. We've done Lord on Necro and on Seda, so don't know. Just don't fancy it. Right, spin these. Yeah, under 800 Paragon. Geo 100 isn't not bad. Not bad, man. We need some more keys. We are out of keys. But yeah, it's very hardcore friendly, I think, this. Certainly, compared to the starting set that was offered up, which was the Firebirds, we just completely binned that off. So I'm not playing that. Way too squishy. Imagine how stressful that would be, trying to play that on hardcore. Be woeful. Yeah, it's the Serpent Spark will make a big difference because you get 2 Hydras and you get like up to 300% extra damage, so it'll give you quite a big boost. Come on. No, nothing in there. I don't know, it's been a weird class to play hardcore. I haven't done any hardcore wizard for absolutely ages, and yeah, I'm not massively enamoured with the Hail of Carini mechanic. It's something you've got to pay an awful lot of attention to. So I think almost most other classes in the game would have a chiller time. Here we go, that's what we want. These diamond goblin things. Beautiful. Gobble all those up. Thank you very much. Gems greatly received. Nightmare. Reflect damage. That's something I haven't done yet. I've done it on softcore. I've killed myself several times with reflect damage, but been lucky so far in the hardcore. I haven't actually managed to do that. I don't think so anyway. Don't recall activating the cheat death. whirly monsters. Yeah, there's loads of stuff you got to watch out for, isn't there? It's yeah, cowering from loads of them with the necro. Squishy little necro, but you know, not so squishy anymore, which is nice. One, 2, 5 on the DH. Bang, bang, bang. Let's just clear out these dipsticks. Nice. So how far away is that piffle? For getting on the boards. It's got to be fairly close. Somebody was saying there were bans today or yesterday. So it's kind of, I don't know, got a bit easier to get on, but still it's mega competitive, isn't it? Get this wand upgrade. Upgrade. Nah. Rubbish. Speed, let's do it. Whack out a couple more 85s. Yes. Might well be able to get these gems all converted as well. Can you run D3 6 megabits on PC? What do you mean 6 megabits? I don't. Technology. Tech, yeah. What part of England am I from? I'm from the Wirral, Maxi bro. So that's near Liverpool. You've probably heard of Liverpool. So it's a nice area. It's lived here my whole life. All my family's based from here, which is good. Most of my friends from school and way back when have moved away, but there are a few who've come back to like raise their families and stuff. So it's nice. But it's good. It's not too far from Manchester, so that's another good big city nearby. And then we can get into Wales pretty easy, which is nice for, you know, day trips, holidays. And then not too far from the Lake District, that's about 2-3 hours away. So it's a good little spec, and even if you want to hop on the train to London, it doesn't take you more than a couple of hours to get there. So, but yeah, the Beatles, Liverpool Football Club, all that kind of stuff. LFC or the EV. Let's just say I support officially the best team in the world. But yeah, I work in football, so I could talk about football for almost probably more than I could talk about Diablo 3 actually. The EV. Yeah, no, I'm a big Liverpool fan. Used to have a season ticket. Ended up giving it up when my son was born, just to make sure I was boxing off the family time rather than going the footy for like 4 or 5 hours. So Bright Dream, most classes have difficulty keeping up the buffs. Yeah, it depends. So like, I think that's one of the issue with the barb. Like, Band of Might's dead easy to keep up, isn't it? That's 80% damage reduction. That's literally, you pop a button and you get 80% DR. And like, comparing to this, where this is like random, it's like Storm Armor should electrocute something, but it doesn't always go off. It's on like some kind of timer or chance, so it can just completely drop. Like, it's off now it's on. you know, it's certainly a lot harder than Barb. If we were doing Barb right now, you just pop the button. You do it every 6 seconds just to make sure. As for like the super form, it basically becomes a question of Zodiac, doesn't it? As in, you know, maybe the Reavers helped a bit because that you don't have to spend resource and you can like combine the two for like an, you know, mega cooldown power. But it becomes a question of can you do enough. So a good example is like the Savage Barb. You can't keep up Perma Wrath of the Berserker, and it really hurts that build because it's a 50% toughness loss. It's, you know, maybe more because you've got dodge chance, assuming you've got your Mortix Brace on. You lose damage, you lose move speed, you know, it's just not great. So you compare that to Whirlwind, and Whirlwind, because it's a spender, you can take the Zodiac and you can have your Perma Wrath of the Berserker, and it's, you know, Savage needs it just as much as Whirlwind because they're both super close range skills. So like, if you're doing a melee build and you've got no way of avoiding incoming damage, like if you're doing Savage Barb, you've got to stand in all this stuff to even do damage. You've got to stand in it. So I kind of don't really get why that build doesn't have Perma Wrath of the Berserker. You know, like you look at IK and Hammer of the Ancients, you've got to basically be on top of stuff with your hammer. So the set works on a function that gives you Perma Wrath of the Berserker. You know, and it's dead easy to keep up. You just have to spend Fury because of the mechanic in the set. But then, you know, obviously not all classes have got that. So yeah, I think it's a bit lopsided. Like, I think that's one of the reasons why like Whirlwind and God DH are like a little bit OP, aren't they? Because it's basically, it's quite easy to keep up your super form. It's very easy to make them tanky. It's very easy to make them strong. It's not like if God DH was really powerful but it didn't quite have perma uptime on Vengeance somehow, then, you know, it would be a bit more of a balanced build, wouldn't it? But it's you know, it's like an Arius, and an Arius has benefited greatly from the Wisdom of Kalon necklace changing, because you now get 90% damage reduction with that, and you need it because first off, you're squishy anyway as a Necromancer, but again, it's like a close range build. You got to tag with your Bone Storm, so you don't get an option. It's not like you can say, I'm a skilled player, I'm going to avoid the damage. You literally just have to be stood in it. Crit, that's probably, no, it probably isn't, is it? I'm gonna say that's probably decent, but it's not at all. Tal Rashes, yeah, don't want to do any tells, thanks. None. So Jekyll's asking which football club I support, whether I support Liverpool Football Club or Everton, who are the two main teams in the city of Liverpool. And yeah, I support Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp's Red Army. Not that we call ourselves that, but KFC or McDonald's. That's McDonald's, I think. But yeah, KFC's good. KFC does baked beans. I absolutely love baked beans, so I'd quite happily eat it either. But I suppose, I don't know, maybe it's because I've got kids and I know they're gonna get value out of the Happy Meal. Fell in love with Stevie G. Yeah, he's an incredible footballer. Just could play like anywhere on the pitch. Just like really good player. But yeah, it's Istanbul, the Olympiakos game. You know, back in 2005, 2004, 2005. The FA Cup final against West Ham was amazing. We smashed the goal in like the last minute from like 50 yards out. I'd broken my leg playing football, and I was supposed to go to that final, but I had to give up my ticket because I couldn't go because I had my leg in plaster. But when he scored that, I nearly re-broke my leg again. So I sat there with a massive cast on, like, just like cheered and went berserk. Just so good. But yeah, shame he didn't get to lift the Premiership, but He was one hell of a player. It's nice to see him working in management as well. Middlesbrough, yeah, I mean, if you look at Gerrard's highlight reel goals, they're just ridiculous. Just so many good goals. Yeah, wonderful player. One of my friends, I think he just likes being controversial, says he's overrated, which I think's pretty harsh. He could have played any position: left back, right back, centre back, centre mid, up front even. He'd have just been class wherever you played him. Only McDonald's ever sponsor anything. Yeah, they sponsor, like, they do the Olympics, which I always think is quite funny, given how unhealthy the food is. Yeah, I don't go to McDonald's very often. It's like one of those things, I think if you don't have one for like a few months, and then someone says to you, do you want to go to McDonald's? You're like, oh yeah, McDonald's, yeah, that's quite nice. And then you eat it and you go, God, this wasn't that great. Makes me feel like crap after I eat it. So I genuinely don't go very often, but obviously the kids love it. You know, get a toy, little play area. So you do have to go as a dad. You have to do the McDonald's shift sometimes. I tell you what, the coffee's good there. So it's a nice cup of coffee. So my kids are 10 and 8. So I've got a boy Peter, he's 10. So he's bonkers about video games. Absolutely nuts about them. And I've got a daughter Lucy who's 8. She likes them as well, but not as much as her brother. Yeah, I decided to have kids quite early just because we wanted like the grandparents to have, like, you know, energy to enjoy them and that sort of stuff. So yeah, done a bit of Minecraft Dungeons with my son, but he's kind of lost interest in that. Put them together in illegal. I think that's how it works. I think I would just take them to the pub and I just say, yeah, 1 pint of beer, it's fine, it's for both of them. Add them together, it's 18, it's no problemo. But yeah, it's nice. Like, working from home every day. I've been at home for, like, I guess about 3 years now, so it's cool being able to see them every day and stuff. Enjoy that. Or to be sent to war in the Middle East. Yeah. Yeah, I keep saying to my son, you're going to have to toughen up if you want to join the Marines. Which obviously he's got no interest in, but I don't know. It's just funny, some of the stuff he complains about. But it's just kids, isn't it? Yeah, KFC, you know, good zinger. You can get a bargain bucket thing. Don't know. Fried chicken, I love fried chicken, so I'm an easygoing kind of guy. I'll generally eat anything, food-wise, obviously. Right, which way is it on this tile? So it's down here, isn't it? Carini Storm Armor has to hit a monster further than 15 yards away. Yeah, that's it. You just need to keep backing off, don't you? But it's still, it doesn't seem to come back instantly. Like, once you get out the 15 yards, like on the Rift Guardians, it drops off and then run away. It doesn't always seem to kind of come back instantly. So it's a bit of a weird one. It's taken a bit of getting used to. I'm getting a bit more used to it. I still don't really like it. As I say, you know, you compare it to Barb. Barb is always my benchmark for tanky builds and toughness. And that's just, you pop a button, 80% damage reduction. Pop the button again within 8 seconds, and you're fine. So, can I find the difference? Ooh, oh no, we've got NEMs. Forgot. We're not in the push build. That'd be a stupid way to die, wouldn't it? Accidentally spawning extra stuff on the Rift Guardian. Nice. Well, what did we get? Did we get any upgrades? I suppose we got a better COE today, didn't we? 199, that's really good for the multiplier. That's quite tasty. Yeah, I think that's it, isn't it? It's the damage reduction is very jerky, isn't it? Like that. You know, I think there is something to be said, isn't there, for like a kind of like a ramp down. So as in, like, if the Carini, you know, like if it decayed over time or something, and it's a major problem for my hardcore. And again, the way the game scales, it's like if you lose 80% damage reduction, you're just gonna get completely one shot. It's, you know, it's it's worrying. It's difficult to play. I mean, I suppose maybe that adds to the fun, but yeah, it would be much smoother ride if it was like went over time, didn't it? Right, guys. Well, I think we'll call that this session. Yeah, I think it could work a little better, but you know, there we are. I think when we come back, we'll have a good stab at the 100. So maybe I'll play it a little bit off stream, or we'll do one more set of bounties when we start the stream. Get these gems up to max. I guess if we haven't found any better gloves, we'll roll these to get a bit more crit damage. Get this rolled up again, 10%, a bit more crit damage, and then roll that up to 20. Well, we'll be taking the blood braces, won't we? But we'll try and max everything out, and then we'll work our way up, get these gems up, and yeah, we'll definitely do 100 next stream. GR 100, we're gonna do it. We're gonna get it done. Forgot to do the GR quiz. I'm gonna do that in private, buddy. I'm gonna get all the answers wrong. I don't want people laughing at me. Get enough of that already. But yeah, I'll go through and find that. Cool. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm not streaming tomorrow because I'm going to the zoo again, and then I think Wednesday, I think I've got something on, so I think it's Thursdays when I'm back. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your week, guys. Happy Monday, and I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Peace.